We are here because another day, another opportunity, and quite frankly, the football has been great. Everything else has given us questions, and we question why we're here. But we're here tonight. It's 9 p.m. It's a little earlier than 9 p.m. because we're going to be watching this Egypt New Zealand game. We're also going to be talking about the games that were today because my oh my, the teams with three, two, or one are all intriguing, but the teams that have none, we'll have a conversation about them at a different point, but we need to address this. But guys, welcome back to the Shape of Football. Look at the stories, we look at the facts, we look at the stats, and we put it together to create, with our opinions, of course, a bit of a narrative of what we see as what is and what could be in the world of football as we go through. So if you like this type of content, make sure you hit that like button on this live or on any of our content. Subscribe to our channel if you want to see more of us. If you're familiar, saying, "Oh, I've seen you before." Yes, right. I used to be known as the Africans Channel. I started with two of my mates where we were just talking about African football and then overall club football overall. But because we're in Canada, we took into that. So we started covering primarily Canadian African content because we can't do one without the if you call yourself Africans. But then, stuff happens. So if you like that, leave us that subscribe. We go into the life and we watch the game. Today we're watching this game, but again, any thoughts you have of the games that we saw today, whether it was Belgium versus Iran, whether it was Saudi Arabia versus Spain, whether it was Capo Verde with an impressive draw with Uruguay, or if it's just dropping your prediction as Sanson is doing here, let's go Kiwis over Egypt. Whatever it is you want to talk about, hop into the comments. We'll talk about that. As always, we'll have people swinging by. They'll be giving their opinions. We'll be talking. We'll be vibing it out. It'll be good times for all as we watch another World Cup matchup. And what has been a very entertaining World Cup, but a World Cup that the matchups have really opened and dictated the type of games we would see. But as you can see here, we are about 10 minutes away from this matchup that we have here. Both teams are on 1 point. And what that means for their group standings is very simple. Everyone's still alive. Now, because the other two teams in their group, and we're going to pull that up for you here, just to let you see it, because earlier today, Iran and Belgium both drew 0-0. Because of goal difference, Iran are still at the top of the group. So right now, whoever could win this game, if there's a winner between Egypt and New Zealand, it could vault them into a very strong spot to where they control their destiny moving on to the round of 32. And now if they happen to draw, you create a scenario now where win and you're in, basically on a final match day. And because we've already seen Iran and New Zealand, and then we saw Iran and Belgium. The last matchup for Group G is going to be New Zealand, Belgium, and then Iran, Egypt. So if either of these sides can stack some points and give themselves an opportunity to move on, it really does open up their opportunities to come in and play well. And I am very much looking forward to seeing what they were able to do with that. But we talk about that, but we can also talk about a little bit about where our groups could be heading. I want to shout out expectinggoals.com, who have right now on their website a lovely breakdown in terms of percentage chance of likely opponents going into the round of 32 based off of who is leading the group. And I want to just throw that up for you so you all have a good idea of what could be coming as we wait for this New Zealand Egypt matchup to come through. Let me throw that there for you so you guys have a good look in over what the percentage chances could be, what the odds could be, and go through as we wait for anthems and the likes to get going between Egypt and New Zealand as both teams are on the field. But let's go over what is at stake here based off of the group leaders. And again, shouting out expectinggoals.com. Based off of the group winners, here their possible opponents. So for Argentina, there's a 55% chance that they'll be playing Uruguay, a 25% chance they'll play Spain, and then Capo Verde, and then Saudi Arabia. Because more than likely they're going to be playing the runners-up of Group G. No, not Group G. I'm forgetting this group here. Spain, 45% chance will be playing Austria, and then Algeria and Argentina both level for their opportunities. For the US, a third place side more than likely. So Bosnia, Qatar, Senegal, or Ecuador are their chance opportunities for a round of 32. For France, either Sweden at 44%, Cote d'Ivoire at 22%, Japan at 20%, and then Paraguay at 3% chance. For Brazil, the Netherlands is likely the round of 32 matchup at 40%, or Japan at 35%. And then you have Sweden and Mexico possibly for Brazil in that round of 32. Group L winners are leaders currently. England have a 33% chance to play Cote d'Ivoire, 15% equal to play both Senegal and Uzbekistan, and a 13% chance to play the likes of Portugal. Germany with their win or group winner more than likely, and they have a 39% chance to play Paraguay, a 29% chance to play Australia, and a 22% chance to play Scotland with a 4% chance to play Brazil. So not very likely. For Colombia, I've seen this everywhere. Ghana looks like the most likely opponent with Croatia at 30%, and then England at 11, and then Senegal at 8%. Mexico, Scotland is up top for the Mexicans with Capo Verde, and then Ecuador, and then Saudi Arabia. When it comes to Portugal, it's Croatia at 39, Ghana at 29, England at 14%, and then Panama at 6%. And then for Morocco, it's the Netherlands. So that Dutch matchup seems likely with Japan at 30%, and then Sweden at 13%. Belgium, Capo Verde, Australia, Czechia, and then Paraguay, all pretty much in the same space. But currently, again, Belgium lead the group currently. No, they don't lead the group. This is a little bit off as well because Belgium aren't leading their group at the moment. Iran would be based off that. So you'd swap Iran there, and that would be their opponents. Group F, Morocco, Brazil, Scotland, and then France, Switzerland for Group B, and Canada for Group B. Those two have about the same chances of same teams, but a little bit different as Korea seems like a possibility, but then there's also a possibility that Algeria could find their way there as either a first place or a second place or a third place spot for where they are. So this is just one site to use, but just to give you guys an idea of what the matchups that could be coming up would look like. And it's definitely something that we will be keeping an eye on. But again, we are minutes away from this matchup between New Zealand and Egypt. As the anthems have completed, and now we wait for the lineups that we had shown you earlier here. So again, and let's go through lines for you here. For New Zealand, you have Procom, and then Tim Payne, the legend himself, Suram, Boxall, and then Kakas. You have Stemanich, and then Bell, and then the attacking lineup, you have Elijah Jush, Singh, and then McCowett, and then Chris Wood. When it comes to Egypt, not much change coming through. Shober, Abdul Fattah, Fatih, Ibrahim, and Hani as your back line. Atia, and then Lachine, Ashur, Salah, and Zico, and then Marmouche up top. So we'll see this. And again, these are two sides that are comfortable and want to play defensive. This is going to be, I feel like, a similar game to what we just watched with Capo Verde versus Uruguay. I think you're going to have two teams who are more comfortable defending and being in a transition versus sides that want to be on the ball. And so I think you're going to have a lot of transition moments where just the coverage isn't there. This could be a high scoring affair. I'm thinking another 2-2 draw is definitely a possibility. You have Chris Wood, who's probably one of the better hold up knives in this tournament. And you have Marmouche and Salah. Name value alone, this should be a good, fun game. Interesting enough, the referees are from United Arab Emirates. And so this could be very interesting. With the VAR is Australian, support VAR is American, but this is an Asian crew. Technically, there shouldn't be any issue there, but it is an Asian crew, so we'll take a look. And this is in, I believe, BC. That looks like BC's BC place there. So on that West Coast, so a perfect time for the New Zealanders to take this in, and we'll definitely take it in. But I think this is going to be a high scoring affair. I'm going to go with 2-2. That is my prediction, a 2-2 draw. I would love for it to be a winner, but I kind of want this group to end with the final day where every goal matters. That would be a very nice. That would be a very nice ideal for me. We're on the final match day for this group in Group G. Winning, you're in. I would love that. I would certainly love that. It looks like we are getting ready to get off and get going here. Let's get that coverage for you guys here. Alrighty, so right now we're gonna get this going with New Zealand looking to get going first, but we'll give you some of this coverage as our coverage starts here. It's like we're gonna be as normal, a minute late within all of our coverage. So we'll do our best to keep you guys abreast of what's happening. But New Zealand in the whites, Egypt in the red and black bottoms. And this game will get going and we'll see what comes of it. Another game in Vancouver, another game in Canada. Most definitely, as we start with Egypt, Egypt and New Zealand. A good throw by New Zealand. They move the ball around. But yeah, like the way that I see this game running, I think you're going to have Egypt to be more on the progressive side on the ball to create their opportunities. It'll certainly be interesting. I think there's going to be a lot of on both sides, a lot of direct play, a lot of route one football, just trying to create opportunities for themselves. But goals have either been in high quantity or have been hard to come by. And I think this, just based off of how direct and how transitional these sides will be, I think there's going to be goals in this game. So as I jinx myself and say it's going to be a 2-2 game, guys, get ready for a nil-nil snooze fest because these are the rules. Nothing ever goes my way. And still, we'll take that in Marmouche with a chance, but can't get onto it. And now you got New Zealand building the ball back. Nil-nil is the score in the third minute. We'll see what they can create. Another direct kick that hits Chris Wood in the back, and he's not able to build off of it. Back to Egypt. Let's see if they can do something here in this build up. Yeah, it's going to be a pressing New Zealand side with a pressing New Zealand side versus a direct or a more build up Egypt side. It will be very interesting to see how they're able to find their best feet in this game. But still, no nail is the score. But again, anyone who is here, if there's something you've seen in this game or in the previous games, bring it up. We will be all ears talking about it. No doubt about it. Still nil-nil as New Zealand moves the ball around. A lovely just build up coming in. We'll see what they're able to do. Throwing for Egypt here near the halfway line. I'll put in Marmouche. Swings out to the right hand side. Gonna move this, but again, ball intercepted by Egypt, brought back into the zone. They're probing, moving the ball well, slightly into the middle now, into the middle. Let's see what they're able to do here with this opportunity. They get it to the edge of the box, but dealt with and defended well. New Zealand with it, but then turnover again. Can Egypt do something with this opportunity? And cleared, and cleared, and just cleared outside of the way. So we got a goal coming up for New Zealand. Good progression, but just no control in the final third, unfortunately. It's gonna be a chaotic game. More likely it's gonna be a chaotic game. I am ready for a chaotic game. Yep, Salah moved it in, try to win it, and then, yeah, deflected and back out, but Egypt coming right back. Let's see what they can do with this opportunity. Can we get a shot off? Can we get a shot off? Can we get a shot off? Bring it back in. Ah, shot blocked. Okay, first shot of the game. We're living life here. We're living life. We're dealt with by New Zealand. Move back out. And be a fun time. Be a fun line. Still nil-nil is the score. See what they can do. Yeah, Smart put the shot on there. Egypt was claiming for a handball. We'll wait for the replay, but I don't think it is there. Egypt with the ball back. Nothing. New Zealand clears it. Really doing it's very interesting watching teams who see the press is coming, how they deploy themselves, especially from the standpoint of trying to get the ball out into wide spaces and then keeping their width so that they don't put the ball to dangerous options in the press. Right into the middle and wide shot for New Zealand. Goal kick coming up. Jimmy Singh for New Zealand puts it in. Still no score. I didn't put up my tracker here. Never saved it because the tracker is on. It is nil-nil still. Let's see what they're able to do. Well, right now, Egypt are starting their game like they started against Belgium, just attacking for that first goal in a game where it's going to turn into a very up and down game until the finals. I think we're getting ready for a solid, a fast paced. first 22 minutes. After the hydration break, I think things will settle down a little bit, but Egypt definitely looking to be in the more progressive side, trying to get the ball into dangerous spots, trying to get an early lead like they did against Belgium. But I think for Egypt, the plan is not only push it, but also look for opportunities to double those leads and get it up. New Zealand, we've seen them in a shootout type of the game here, a 2-2 versus Iran. So I think New Zealand are ready to score, and this is why I think this could be a very high scoring game. But still, nil-nil is the score with New Zealand trying to create a little bit more methodically than how Egypt are going. Egypt are definitely trying to attack, not so direct, but just attacking the space that New Zealand are giving them in those transition moments. We'll see which one is able to produce that goal first to push that team further in, to push that team further into their own driver's seat. Because again, a draw in their earlier matchup with Egypt, I'm sorry, a draw in the early matchup with Iran and Belgium, meaning a win here, and that team basically whoever if a winner comes from this game, that team controls their destiny going into the final match day. And they don't need to win; they could just draw that game, and they'll be fine. But if it ends with a draw, you end with a win in your in scenario for all sides come their matchup day. But so far, chances on both sides, but still nil nil. As with Egypt now, Egypt now having to be a little bit more methodical with some New Zealand pressure. The ball played out, laid off. Shore trying to create some opportunities here as he's building the ball up. Let's see what we can do is to get the ball to the edge of the box here. Andy, Ashore, the goal scorer for Egypt in the first game. Let's see what we have here. Fati puts the ball out wide. Ashore out wide again. Just a just a bad cross, a bad switch of play, goal kick coming up for New Zealand, which you had seen on the screen. Still nil-nil. Both sides probing well. No one has sent that first shot across the bow yet, so still nil-nil, but we're waiting to see what can happen as we have a free kick coming for Egypt. So you have Egypt building the ball in the middle. Let's see what Egypt doing here. Again, probing, seeing what they can find, getting the ball to Mo Salah, who's going to progress it. Let's see if they can get a cross in here. But dealt with by New Zealand. The kiss of death I gave this game, saying 2-2. Yes. Egypt back on the ball after a great opportunity. For guys that are watching, how have you found the officiating? Because it does feel like they're letting the players play a lot more, which isn't a bad thing, but I think in some instances, the France Senegal game, for instance, they let a lot go. But it seems to be a term that they're letting the players play. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on that, but throw it in if you do. I'm curious to know what you think. But as you can see, still nil-nil. About 13 into the 14th minute here, and we'll see what we can create when it comes to these sports. And everyone who's here, if you haven't already, just touch that like button. Let us know where you're watching from. And if you have a prediction, give us a prediction in the chat here or the comments afterwards. But now we got New Zealand being progressive. Can they get a shot off here? But it looks like we're dealt with by the keeper. Elijah Just, he's your tallies man here for that. But so far, I think it's going to be an up and down type of game. And as always, the man with a plan, it's Nelson. How you doing this evening, Nelson?
Oh, I'm on smoke today. I have no. I'm about to go off on your boy. I messaged you. I told you, don't add me because Belgium are shocking.
It's a very interesting thing in terms of the teams that have been shocking.
No, but I called. I remember I told him. I said your team is probably going to be good the next World Cup.
The next World Cup.
But right now, you're seeing it. They're still relying on older players. It's still the old generation. That's what they. Oh, New Zealand scored.
New Zealand off a set piece.
Oh, damn.
This is the start for New Zealand. Sanson is happy somewhere. The Kiwis are up 1-0, which plays better for them.
Yeah. But New Zealand, let's be honest. Hey, they stunned. New Zealand have been good. New Zealand have been good, to be honest. They haven't been bad.
They have been good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 1-0 set piece goal, and now the Kiwis have to defend. And I think for Egypt, they get to be on the ball a little bit more, but just a great free runner. Nobody's around or in front. He just has a nice looping run, outswinger, puts it in 1-0. New Zealand again start their game off with the opening goal, and now they'll sit back. If they'll sit back deeper and want to play in transition, I think Egypt should have players that can at least create and break down a low block. But I'm expecting this game to finish 2-0. I mean 2-2. I think there'll be goals in this game. You just got here, but did you have a prediction for this game, for how they'll end before we start talking about the games?
I thought Egypt were going to win the game. I thought, if you remember, I said Egypt. I think I'd said Chris Wood is going to be an issue. I assumed he'd score a goal, but set pieces were a big concern for me. Like the Kiwis are pretty big. They're a big team. So hey, set piece goal, not from I assume Chris Wood, but from what's the guy who scored? It was
it is
Surman.
Finn Surman.
Yes. Sure.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah.
But I still think Egypt. I think Egypt have a better squad in general, right? Like that's just how it is. So we'll see as the game progresses. But again, I keep saying this over reliance on the experienced players might come back to haunt you. I think pace in this World Cup is required, and I don't think Mohamed Salah has it. So I think they should start playing guys like I'll keep mentioning this guy because it's crazy that he hasn't even gotten a run yet. Haitham Hassan needs to start. Like, I don't know what's going on in the Egypt camp, but he is unbelievable. But I don't know why they don't play him. But hey, we'll see. Maybe during the friendlies he didn't really showcase himself well. I'm not sure, but I would have loved to see him play.
I definitely think he'll add some pace, but
moving on from this game, let's talk about the previous game. Because I didn't come here to talk about
because this
game is still early. It's only 17 minutes. It's gonna. I agree with you. I think there's gonna be goals. I'm pretty sure when we discussed this, I said 2-1. I assumed New Zealand are gonna score, and I believe Egypt have the quality to
to score.
to
Yeah.
to score again. It's going to be interesting because the Kiwis have scored first. I
Yeah.
didn't take that into consideration. I think it's going to be now harder for Egypt to come back and win. But hey, things can happen. But
Yeah.
Belgium, Iran. All right, I'm here to discuss that boring ass team. Okay, they have been shocking in this World Cup. 2 draws. First one
Mhm.
against what was the
Egypt.
first draw? Egypt.
Egypt.
Egypt really played well against them. That was the most important part of that. Egypt played well. In this other game, they just couldn't break down Iran. They couldn't.
Yeah.
And by the way, that Iranian goalkeeper, I know people look about the Cabo Verde goalkeeper. That Iranian goalkeeper is really good. Like he had a couple shaky moments, but he has been exceptional for them. Because even against the New Zealand game, there were multiple shots that he saved that I was like, oof, that could have
Yeah.
been in. But hey, Belgium, I want them grouped. This is the most how is it that their last game is what decides their tournament? By now they should have gone through.
Should have.
Do you know what I
But
mean? Like they should
yeah.
have drawn against Egypt and then beaten
Iran, yeah.
Iran, and then you're guaranteed through in the group.
Mhm.
Second place, first place doesn't matter. You're guaranteed through. Because now Belgium is literally hoping on playing New Zealand to win for them to go through. They could genuinely draw 3 games.
It's the triple. I thought we'd get a 4-4-4 group. If Egypt come back to draw this, there is a real possibility we could have a 3-4 and just 2 teams make it out of the group undeservedly.
What do you mean
Like-
undeservedly? Like which?
In terms of like they make it out with 3 points, with 3 draws. Like they'll deserve to get through, but like when you look at the other teams,
Well, there's
like,
only one. Iran are the only ones who probably look like they'll go through without having winning a game. But that's happened before, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure in their World Cups that a team has gone through having not won a game.
Let me take a look.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's happened. Because it makes, like, back in the day, you only had, you're playing 3 games. If you have one really strong team and then you draw the rest, you're probably going to go through. I'm pretty sure that's definitely happened. And if not, hey, this might be the first time that this happens. And now we're in uncharted waters.
Okay, yeah, like New Zealand went undefeated, but they drew
All 3 games.
all 3 games.
Yeah,
and
I
that
know
was
it's
2010,
happening.
but they didn't make it through.
Oh, they didn't make it through. Okay.
No. Yeah, because
they're
that
doing-
team,
and they're doing it
Slovakia,
again.
and
They're running it back.
it's
They could
crazy.
run it back to be, but hey, they look better than Egypt at this moment. Like
They do, yeah,
Egypt haven't really done anything yet. It's still early in the game, but
yeah.
I kept like that. Chris Wood is so annoying. I rate the hell out of Chris Wood.
Mm.
I've been raving about him for years when he was in the championship. Like like this is what I mean. We're going back to the old school, like pre-pep era, and I can't wait for it. I'm loving this. You're seeing like players who I typically not consider good. You're seeing them in this World Cup shining. Elanga yesterday comes off for Sweden, just absolutely changes the game. You're like, what happens if Elanga maybe started earlier? What happens? Do they score 3 or 4? You don't know.
True. It's always the possibility. They are booing the heck out of this ref. Oh, hydration break. Yeah, good for them. Of all the games,
I can imagine.
I'll get to my
you
hydration
listen.
break comment.
I
because-
can't have audio in the background and talk at the same time. I'm muted because I
Oh,
like
do I have
I
audio
can't
in the
hear two
background here?
different. No, I'm saying like if you're
Oh, for you.
hearing you're not understanding. If you're playing the game and you
Mhm.
hear the sound, I can't hear to two different people speaking.
Oh, okay,
I
gotcha,
can't hear
gotcha.
you and also have background
No,
noise.
no, I get what you're
Yeah,
saying. I
yeah,
get what
yeah,
you're
yeah.
saying. But no, like I think Belgium enters the category now of we talked about Turkey yesterday.
Mhm,
We talked about Belgium today. We
mhm.
mentioned Ecuador as well as just teams
Yeah,
that have just
but no, Belgium and Turkey are bigger. That's a much bigger issue because we stated that group wasn't as easy as one might think it is,
mhm.
but it still wasn't like a it wasn't a guarantee. I had put Ivory Coast to go through. You guys
I
had
had
put
them too.
Ecuador.
I
Yeah,
had
yeah,
I had I, I had Ivory Coast, Germany, Ecuador.
yeah, and that's how I had it too. I had Germany and Ivory Coast. You guys are the
Mhm.
ones who are rating Ecuador, and I said, yeah, I think they have good players. I don't see it though, because you're still reliant on Enna Valencia, who was old 4 years ago. He was old
Yeah,
then. This
yeah,
you're literally looking at a guy who's past his prime. This guy played with Antonio Valencia, a guy who's
yes.
been retired years ago. Like it's to me, this is it's a team that's in transition. It's a good team, but
Mhm.
if you don't have a guy who can score goals, like yeah, you're hard to beat. There's no question. Ecuador's a hard team to beat, but you need to win games, and they don't seem to have the right set of players to win. They have
Mhm.
the right set of players to draw games, not to win. They'd be a good team for like knockout stages. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Because
Yeah,
you just stifle teams, and then you you just practice pens. You just practice penalties. That's all you
yeah.
do.
No, most definitely. Like it's a lot of those teams that we like. I think Ecuador runs the risk of not making it just be based off of where they are
Let's
sitting.
you're
Yeah.
moving away from this. You're trying to avoid me talking about Belgium. Let's
No,
stick
I'm
on
not. I'm not.
fucking
No,
Belgium.
because this is the
Belgium.
ADHD. Truly, I'm not moving
Let's
away from it.
let's let's discuss. Belgium should have been top of this group. Yes or no?
Yes,
Because I
yes, they
thought
should have been.
Belgium were going to be top of the group, but I still thought they're going to be top because the other teams that they're with aren't as strong. Like I
Yeah,
didn't
I
think
thought Belgium
Egypt
were
are
gonna top.
strong,
Yeah,
New Zealand aren't strong.
mm,
That's the reason they top. And at the
yeah,
moment, they are third or
yep.
second. I think they're second right now. But if these guys, if one of these two teams win,
No, they're third. They're
are they
third
third
right
at the
now.
moment?
Yes, because
Shocking, man.
they don't have the goal. They don't have the goal scorers. Oh,
Yeah.
good defending
Oh,
there.
oh yeah, because technically it's 0-0 against Iran,
Yes, and then
and then
Iran has the 2-2 versus New
2-2
Zealand.
versus New Zealand. Okay.
Yeah,
Even though I don't understand how. Ooh, that was close. That was a very
yes.
good attack from Egypt. But come on, again
No,
and again
yeah,
and again and again. I've repeated this. Look, first of all, this is an out of shape Lukaku that he isn't. I don't know if he was injured or if he just didn't play, but he looks bigger. Normally, Lukaku needs to lose a little bit of weight because he's just a
mhm,
bigger guy in general.
yeah,
But the fact that he came off the bench was
mhm,
clearly the best player when he joined. And in this game, you could just tell he was missing that sharpness. But you're
mhm.
still relying on Lukaku? That's crazy. Again, Trossard, reliant on a player whose whole job at Arsenal is recycling play. It's not attacking. Poor.
Ye-
It's a poor
Yeah,
freaking team, man.
and it's a poor thing because again, goal like we saw with Germany, where you have a 9 who can score, has good touches, can move the ball.
Mhm.
When you now don't have that for Belgium, I mean, when Lukaku came off the bench against Egypt, you saw that okay, he at least causes
Yeah, it
you
causes
have to defend the
chaos.
space, yeah,
Yeah,
where
yeah,
he
yeah.
is.
Mhm.
But if he's not able to convert, now you're in a situation where it's just what's plan B, right? If you were going to try to go fluid with Belgium initially, fine. That
Mm.
didn't seem to work against an Egypt side, which we were surprised that Egypt felt that they could actually play that with them, and
Mm.
they were taking them in the first half, and then once Lukaku came in, Not even his first touch, his first movement, he creates the goal. In this game against Iran, like they had chances. Don't get me wrong. It felt more even than anything. The only goal we saw going was turned off because of a offside, which he's just offsides for that.
Mhm.
But the lack of scoring, it's an interesting theme for this World Cup where
But
teams
it's
who
not only
yeah.
just a lack of scoring. It's a lack like I believe in that game they probably created what maybe four big chances. One of them was, if I recall, the Kuiper played the ball through, and it looked
Mhm,
dangerous from camera angles. But when you look at it from the top, there
mhm,
was no one even close. Like he played the ball too early, and no one was even there. He put in a dangerous spot, hoping like maybe a defender touches it and it goes in. But
yeah,
like over and over and over again, it's not like they're even playing teams with elite goalkeepers. Do you know what I mean? Like Egypt
yeah.
doesn't have an elite goalkeeper. Um, what did they draw the first game? Was it Iran?
Egypt drew Belgium. Iran drew New Zealand.
Egypt drew Belgium, but Belgium first game they played Iran, didn't they? Who
E-
they played in the first game? They played Iran, right?
Belgium?
Yeah.
Belgium was Egypt.
Then what's the second game then? Belgium played.
Iran. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's
That's what
it.
I'm saying. I'm saying
Yeah,
in both situations they didn't play elite goalkeepers, and yet
true.
in both games they didn't. They basically didn't score. Even in the Egypt game, it was an own goal. It wasn't like
Mm,
Lukaku touched the ball.
yeah.
You know, he just created the chaos. So uh, in my for my estimations, I just look at a team that's just shocking, man.
Hmm.
It's just a shocking team. And by the way, De Bruyne played amazing
Yeah.
in that game. He played really well, but like you can't keep expecting him to score bangers consistently. Like he's old too. Yet again, another old
Mhm.
player who they and
Who are
his
they relying
replacements,
on?
by the way, they brought in young players, still didn't do anything.
Mm.
Those young players that they brought in, Trossard had the beating of the right back. What's the right back for Iran? Hadani. That's the right back. The beating of him the whole game, still couldn't freaking win.
Yeah.
Shocking team. I'm happy that I really want them out.
If
I want them out. You should. I love the way this World Cup is going. By the way, like if you don't show up early, because a lot of European teams have always done this at World Cups, they get better as the games go on.
Mhm.
But what I'm liking is you're seeing teams going, "We're going to punish you. If you don't show up, we will punish you, and you will get grouped." I like that Turkey has been grouped. I want another European nation to be grouped. I want one more. Give me another one. I don't know which one it is, but give me another one. But Belgium
Fair.
will probably
Yeah.
beat New Zealand. That's the issue. They might just beat New Zealand and then they're through. they might even top the group just because of that one win, because they'll have 5 points.
It like if they beat them, yes, but can you rely on that? Like and
Oh,
like
you don't? Yeah.
we looked at this group and said like my logic with this group was very simple. Belgium will play, and then there's three other sides who are more so defending counter sides with varying degree of levels at their forwards position. So I figured, okay, Belgium, and then pick another three, and we'll figure out and pick whoever other two, and I won't be surprised. And then I was like, you know what? Egypt feel like they should be that second place team now. But if I was relying on Belgium's superior players who are admittedly now out of form,
Mm.
the Jeremy Doku situation is, I mean, he could have
What
helped,
happened with
but
Doku? Is he injured or
uh
something?
he
What happened to him?
back to see the birth of his first child.
Well, he said they say he's injured. That's what
He could
SofaScore
be
says.
okay, but
Yeah.
the story around Doku was just he wants to go see the birth of his first child during the World Cup, and I'm just like, yeah,
Yeah, you should.
what's the issue with
I've
that?
always found that so funny that people go, you should always play. I'm like, no, your fam, you play so that you can take care of your family. That you're part of your family's life. If your partner's in labor, the hell are you doing playing? Go take
Yeah,
care of your go take care of business.
agreed.
Be there, be supportive. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Be a
if that's the
partner.
case, it said he was sick, like he had the flu or something. So I thought that's why he
Okay.
missed. But if it was what you said,
Ooh, yeah.
then yeah, you
Ooh,
must be ahead of me. Yeah, you're ahead of me.
a dangerous free kick coming up here.
It's in a good position. I just got the
Yeah,
okay, that's
yeah, it's definitely, and yeah. Ooh,
yeah,
Ashur has been the bright spot for Egypt
no,
beginning of this tournament.
they've moved up.
Yeah,
They've actually
yeah,
gotten better. Like as the game has moved on after the hydration break, they've actually looked
yeah.
a lot better now.
They started the
Mamouche
game the
is
same way
more
against
aggressive now.
Belgium, where they were just like, "Hey, let's go get that goal."
Yeah,
But then, and that's
they've
where I felt
always been a
like,
risk averse team. To be fair,
yeah, that's
yeah.
the thing. But in this tournament, you gotta bank your goal early, like New Zealand was able to do, and then defend.
Mm.
And then defend and try to open up on a transition. It's built for that. It's built for that counter pressing system. This is what this tournament is built for. But let's see what this free kick gives.
Another feel good story. Cabo Verde, another draw against a
Listen,
really good team.
listen. I'm glad I changed my mind and said, you know what, we're gonna go draw 2-2 draw in that game.
I think if you said Uruguay are going to win, Uruguay had them on the ropes.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Second
All
half,
game.
I think in the first half, when Capo Verde, they're up 1-0, and right before the barrage at the end of the second half where they give up the lead,
Mhm.
Cape Verde have two opportunities where there's the 2-on-1 where the player with the ball cuts inside, but he has an open
Oh,
player
he
on
has
the
an open play on the left side. Yeah, I
I
remember
am
that. Yeah,
just like I'm watching it with my father. My
but that
dad's
was in
just
the
like, "What are
second
you
half.
doing?"
I'm pretty sure that was in the
They
second
had
half.
one in the second half too, yeah.
Yeah.
But like those are just like I remember like the Brazil Haiti game where it was just you get the ball and then you immediately just send five people up and then you turn the ball over and Brazil's in transition like okay, diagonal run, shot, Cunha rebound 1-0, Cunha shot 2-0, Vinny shot 3-0. We're good. In this game, like Cabo Verde defended better, or a better defensive side because I think that's more so how they want to play. But man, if they improve those final third decisions were throw phones at
I think
wall.
that guy literally just saw he was going for glory. He's like, if I score the winner, like he knew in his mind, he's like, then. And by the way, it's a very selfish, but it happens. I'm not going to try and pretend like that has never happened. That has never happened in the history of football. That happens all the time.
Yeah.
Because if he scores, you then say, "What a goal!" Like
Yeah.
what one hell of a goal. Because he did dribble past two players technically, and then it would have been perfect. Good tackle by the way from the from the Uruguayan player, because from one angle I thought that was a penalty, and then you see from another angle, and he clearly took the guy. Clearly
Gets the
took
ball first,
yeah,
and then body comes afterwards. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But I think if you're Uruguay, you're saying we had so many chances to win this game and we didn't. And conversely, if you're Capo Verde, you're saying if we make better decisions in the first half,
we still maybe the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
In a group that is there for them. Like when they play Saudi Arabia final day, winner of that game finishes in second. And so the fact that now they have a winner take all type game where they should have because again, you know me, I've been on don't sleep on Cup. Yeah.
I know you were don't sleep on them. I just thought the because Uruguay, you're looking at Darwin Núñez coming off the bench. You're looking at like
Yes.
really good players coming off the bench. I'm
Yes.
like, this is hard. This is going to be just hard for them in general. But
Mhm.
overall, I think let's be honest, you never thought that they would get a result against Spain. Let's be honest. Even with
No, the
Uruguay,
Spain result,
yeah,
out
yeah,
the window. No.
you never thought they were going to get a result against Spain. The Uruguay result, your best case scenario was they
A
draw,
draw.
and
Yeah.
then your best case scenario is the last game of the season of the tournament. They might
Against Saudi
you
Arabia.
hope you go maybe they can win, and I think they can win because
I
one of the
think they
things
can win that.
they have a lot of good like even though you're saying that the decision making at the final third was a problem, I actually like the way they move the ball. They move the
Oh,
ball
agreed.
very well, very very well.
No, I agree with you. I think their ball movement in transition was perfect. Even dribbling out of tight spaces, you could argue that maybe they did it one too many times, but how they were moving the ball from their defensive half all the way to the attacking half was great. It's just some of those final third decisions, you're just like, there's one like I remember once in the first half, the guy tried to chip the goalie, and I'm like, sir, we're not that desperate yet. Okay, we're not that desperate yet. But you had a runner. You just had a runner. If you just put the ball in the space, you can get to it. They weren't committing too many. And again, to make the Haiti comparison, when Haiti got the ball against Brazil, it was like five players were sprinting into the attacking half, and then one bad cross, and Brazil was back the other way. Cape Verde were bringing maybe two or three, which meant by the time they were trying to cross ball into the space, Uruguay were back there with like five players already. It was like you're outnumbered, but at least you're not giving up too much. I think the funniest sequence of when Uruguay scores is that I forget who the player is who's trying to stretch the player out with cramps. He sees that they have the ball. He's like, nope, I got to get back into the space. You're going to suffer, and it goes through. But the Spain result changes everything. And I know we shot down the idea earlier when we first talked about it, like, does it open up the possibility for them to do something? With a draw here, it does. But they need to be able to score more, which is again a very simple idiom. But yeah, to score more against Saudi. I think the Saudi Arabia matchup works for them, but it could be another chaotic game where it's
I think that's because in the last two games, the game plan has been
defend.
play a very
Yeah.
low block, defend well.
Mhm.
Um, Against Saudi Arabia, this switch from defend well to attack could haunt them because
Yes.
they might open up a little bit too much
Mhm.
and then just get beat by. We're not even talking like a high scoring game, like just one
Mhm.
goal, and they
Yeah.
don't have the. It's gonna like I know it's a cliche, but whoever scores first in that game probably wins.
It could. It could very well be that, as cliche, like you said, as it is. Also, letting everyone know that Hamdi has come off for Egypt, Rabia coming in,
Yeah,
and so
he just fell. Like that's how you know
yeah.
it's probably something bad.
Hmm.
Hopefully it's not like something that puts him off for too long.
Hmm.
You know, this it's a World Cup, man. This changes people's lives. So
It
I hope
does.
he's and I hope this rallies the Egyptians to lock in and get the win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because either way,
I
I like New Zealand. Like I want New Zealand to go. I want Belgium out. So I want either one of these two teams. These are my top two teams for this group.
it could work well. We got a free kick coming for Egypt. I'd
By
say
the way, I
about
like that this ref was yelling at an Egyptian for like crying about being tackled. I like that.
yeah.
It's something that I've been wanting refs to do for a long time. Like if a guy just touches you and you act like the guy broke your big toe, like what are we doing? Like
Yeah.
let's move on.
But even with that, like that's what happened. The player who was cramping for Cape
Oof.
Verde, he's just there. Oof, that's a tough free kick. Come on, guys. Give me more. Give me more, please. But yeah, Cape Verde are now in a position where a win and they're on to the round 32, which I thought they were 4 years too late, but hey, let this be redemption for my don't sleep on sides. Headed back. I
Yeah,
see what they're trying to do with that.
but
Yeah.
and by the way, that's I think that was the game plan, is just get out the groups. And
Yeah.
if they do get that, hey, credit to them. That was a hard group too. That wasn't like an
Mhm.
easy group to get out of. I think Spain and
Mhm.
Uruguay was probably everybody's 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So the fact that there's a possibility for them to go through is crazy.
Is mental.
Because what, Spain have 4 points,
Yep.
Uruguay have
Two.
2 points,
Two.
and
Because they
Uruguay's
drew
last
Saudi
game.
Arabia.
Oh yeah, so and Uruguay's last
Spain,
game is
yeah.
Spain. Oh, good luck. And you can
They
see that
could
the
be, yeah.
Uruguayans are stressing. Like I saw Luis Suarez.
Yes.
That I won't say the words, but
Listen, I saw. I was
so
like, this was.
so it'd be fantastic if a one of, again, another tournament initial, not favorite, but I would say
But dark horse.
dark horse getting knocked, because they've got an elite manager too. They've got
Yes,
Marcelo
it's
freaking
good.
Bielsa. Like
Yeah.
he's one of the best coaches ever of all time. He's a top coach. So hey,
Mhm.
this is exceptional here. I'm loving this.
I am too, sir. I am too. I am enjoying seeing the possibilities of a chaotic World Cup. Of
Mm.
what do we expect to happen? I don't know, but it's, yeah. But then there'll be just enough of the favorites. I feel that once they get there, it'll just be okay. You've had a good story. Also, this is the end of your
Yeah,
chapter.
but
Boom.
that's fine. That's
So that-
okay.
yeah.
We don't care. Some
Mhm.
teams, it's getting out of groups. I've said this about
Yeah.
Canada. I'm a fan of what Canada has done, but
Mhm.
if we get knocked out in the next stage, I'm not crying. Oh my god, like we should have done. No, we did what we came here to do, which is
Yep.
not get grouped. That's it.
Yes. There's only two hosts who've been grouped. We don't want
Yeah.
to be number 3.
We don't want to be, yeah. So let's get out of groups, and then whatever happens, happens. After that, I'm taking everything as a positive. If
Yeah.
we lose 4-1, I'm like, hey, we scored. Hey,
Yep.
we did well. And plus we have like the injuries and the oh yeah.
Ah, Egypt with a good opportunity, but just unable to finish it.
Oh,
Sure.
that should have been a goal. That was such a good cross. What a
Sure.
cross.
Sure.
Look at that. Oh, he hit his shin. It didn't hit the boot. Oh, okay. Well, that sucks, but hey, those
Well,
are
hey,
yeah.
he's been the bright spot for them in this tournament.
It sucks because I'm going to be at work. I'm going to be in the office tomorrow, so I'm probably going to miss all the good games tomorrow.
I
I'll
understand.
rewatch them after work. But wait, actually, how many do I miss? I probably just miss one of them. No, when's the
Let's
first
see.
match tomorrow?
First match is at 1 tomorrow,
Okay, so I missed that then.
1 Eastern. Yeah.
So I'll
And
miss
then-
the upcoming. Let me look at upcoming. So but France and Iraq. No, Norway Senegal's at 8.
Yes.
So I'll watch that, which is the big game.
Oh yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you switch your thing from 9 to 8.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because I'll be there. You know what? I might actually. Do you know what I was talking to Angie about this? We should
Yeah.
go to the fan zone in Niagara Falls. Did you know they have a fan zone in Niagara Falls?
Yeah, right by the falls. Yeah.
Yeah, we should do that, man. Like, no, maybe not for tomorrow's match, but like on like a Friday or a Saturday, we should go.
Yeah,
What do you
I may have
You've gone? You've done it already?
I may have acquired a way to go to Toronto on Friday for the Senegal Iraq matchup.
Oh, you got tickets?
Yes.
Oh shit! How much are tickets?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, nice. Okay, fair enough. Because like the Germany Ivory Coast game was supposed to be cheap.
The cheapest, the cheap one. This one should be cheaper than that, but you're playing.
Oh no, sorry,
You
no.
played
Ghana Panama was cheap.
yeah,
Ghana
Ghana
Panama.
Panama was cheap, and then the next cheapest one was Senegal Iraq was supposed to be the next cheapest one. But yeah.
So wait, what games on Friday? Who are you going to watch?
I'll go for Senegal Iraq on Friday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Let me look at how much the tickets are so I can gauge. I'm still gonna go because I want to watch a game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
In the fan thing. Senegal versus Iraq. Let's see what SeatGeek's saying. Oh my god, these things are still expensive, boy.
Yeah,
$1,000, $1,200 for Senegal versus Iraq.
That's what those are listed as.
So did you get it cheaper or more?
Slightly cheaper.
Oh, okay. Hey, any cheaper tickets is actually a good thing. I can't lie. And you get to do something that very few people have done.
Yeah.
Go watch a World Cup match. Heck, I've never done it. And I've been a football fan my whole life. I've never watched a live World Cup match in the stadium.
No, for sure.
Good seats, or are you?
Yeah. Good seats. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, so it's halftime for this game. New Zealand's still up. If it stands, just to show everyone where it will go. If it stands, New Zealand would lead the group, and they would face Belgium in their final game, and Belgium would have to win to secure their spot going through, which means New Zealand gets to sit back, defend, and counter, which is what they love to do. It's what they love to do. And so that's where it stands there. And I realized I did not actually, every once in a while I'll do that where I'll, instead of hitting the share screen, I'll end the share screen. So it's like, what are we?
That's again. I noticed you do that, but I'm assuming you're trying to share something else.
the ADHD is real. I'm just like, I click on something and I'm like, why don't I see the blue square anymore? But yeah, so as it stands now, if the result holds, New Zealand would go to the top of the group with 4 points. Iran would be at 2. Belgium would be at 2. And then Egypt would be at 1, which means in the final matchup day, you're basically in a win and you're in situation. If Iran's able to beat Egypt in the final matchup, they go through. If Belgium's able to beat New Zealand, they go through. But then also third place factors into that so much, which is something we'll be keeping an eye on as well. I saw this. I don't know if you saw me going through this. I saw this site, which is projecting where expecting goals or projecting what the quarterfinal matchups and the percentage chances of them and what they would be.
Okay.
Some of them, they don't factor in everything because some of today's results aren't there because, for example, in Group G, Belgium are leading that group for them, even though they never should have. And so you have to swap it in. But let me show you kind of some of the matchups that we have here. It's like Argentina, 55% chance based off things. They'd be playing a Uruguay or a Cap Verde. So that would be from their group. Spain,
Argentina would take that all day. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Spain, Austria. Early.
Yeah.
Holy.
That yeah.
Oh, no, wait. Yeah, so okay. Austria would be nuts.
Yes.
That would actually be a crazy game because that's a good game. That would be a very good game. Wait, why is Spain 42% with the US? Is it because they're second in the group? I thought they're top of the group now.
Again, this doesn't, but that's where I'm saying this was before the games today.
I didn't read the top.
Yeah.
It's round of 32, round of 16, and quarterfinals.
Yes.
So round of 32, it's Austria, and round of 16 is Portugal, and then quarterfinal would be the US in this. So US playing Bosnia would be like that's a cakewalk. The US beat them.
It should
comfortably.
be.
Yeah. France plays Sweden. Sweden have been shocking, so that'd be easy for them. Brazil, Netherlands. Ooh,
always a fun matchup for those.
That's a bad matchup for Brazil, I think. I think Brazil just got lucky by putting Cunha up top and hoping it works out. So
for the best.
yeah,
Yeah,
England
true.
Congo would be dope.
It would
England
be.
Congo would be a good because Congo are good. Congo have when we talk about matchups, Congo match up to
Yes.
England very well, very well.
Yeah. They
Germany
have.
Paraguay, Germany beat them. Colombia Ghana,
Yep.
Colombia beats Ghana.
Let's be
Mexico
real.
Scotland, tight game, but Mexico should win. And
They
then
should. Yeah.
Portugal versus what's HRV?
That's Croatia.
Okay.
Yep.
So
But again, Portugal aren't at the top of the group, so that's why it's
yes,
just like
it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's what I'm like.
yeah.
And even Portugal versus Croatia, I still think Portugal beat Croatia, even though Portugal haven't been good.
Yeah.
Morocco has a high chance of facing Netherlands. Ooh, that's a tough game.
Yeah, like the Dutch are interesting because the Dutch I feel like are either gonna
They either face Brazil or Morocco. That's tough.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Belgium, Cape Verde go through. Netherlands. I don't even know what Belgium was there. Belgium, I don't even know the groups. Switzerland, Korea. Switzerland, South Korea. Switzerland should. Oh, you know what? I don't know. That's a 50-50. That's a strong 50-50 in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Canada faces either Egypt or South Korea. I don't like Canada playing South Korea.
If Canada wins the group, like there's a strong.
Wait, let's discuss this.
Yeah.
Mexico played South Korea in a very good game, where both teams had chances, and Mexico won literally because of a mistake.
Yeah.
Can Canada play South Korea in the same way they played Mexico? I'm not too sure.
I think Canada will want to play a lot more open,
which South Korea destroys Canada. Then that's the issue.
In that type of a matchup, you'd see both sides. Like Canada would want to be a little bit more dynamic there, but South Korea would be like, "Oh, we want to run? Oh, well, why didn't you say so, son? Go run. We'll take our 2-0 lead at halftime." But and especially with no Kone, that just like you don't have someone who can at least try to dictate in the middle for Canada.
I think the issue against South Korea is the midfield is quietly good, like quietly.
Yes.
It's not like as strong as other nations, but Kang In Lee, Inbum, and I can't remember who the other 6 is, but like very good in terms of you can't really play through them easily, and when they get the ball, they don't panic. Right. The thing that we get lucky with is their forwards aren't as clinical. Which we saw in the Mexico game because they had chances against Mexico. They just couldn't finish them. So, and which is a problem we have too. So it's going to be that's a 50-50. It depends on who makes the worst mistakes.
Yeah. But especially if you look at how Canada will be integrating new players into it, it's just I'm not saying we're going to make mistakes. No, but I mean like players who are coming back from injuries, right? So a Bombito, you clash to be clashed there. A Davies clash to be clashed there. And then the only other injured players is that's off the side of the post, that shot. Like the only other injured player would be Alfie Jones, but that's more of if we're defending, he comes in and is just the rugged center back that's there. So I don't fear that as much coming through. But those are the 2 major ones because everyone else is healthy unless the Eustáquio injury, not injury. He wasn't at practice. What does it mean?
Eustáquio wasn't available for practice or
today? Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's not fun.
No, not fun at all. Don't worry, I will. It's okay. I have more stressful things, right? Benjamin Asari gets to face England. And I just said, you know what? I'm just gonna sigh and leave this at the door of what could have been, and just enjoy my day. But yeah, 3rd place groupings. This is what they look like. You got Sweden right now. 3, and then the only 1 point team. Yeah, you still have 1 point teams for that because right now New Zealand are projected higher, which means, oh yeah, Egypt would be in last place, so they wouldn't have made it. So
Yeah,
Belgium, there you are with your 2 points. I was looking for you, but yeah,
Egypt needs to win, man. I need a win from them. We need an Egypt win or at least a draw in this game, and then
yeah,
I need Belgium to draw with New Zealand, Egypt to beat Saudi. No, Egypt plays. Last game would be who? Saudi Arabia? No,
no, you're
last game
thinking
would be.
the Spain group.
I need to
Egypt
look at the
final
group.
game is Iran.
Oh, Iran, Iran.
Yeah,
They beat Iran. I know it was a Middle Eastern side.
yeah,
They beat Iran. Game over.
that would be ideal.
That'd be ideal.
Hmm.
I want Belgium out. I want another big nation out. So that you also, when you look at the knockouts, you just want to go, I can't imagine this team was here. Like you want that feeling. Like I would love for Qatar out now because we beat them 6-0.
Yeah,
But like I would have loved like a Qatar in there.
mhm.
But I also like, it's gonna be us and the Swiss, essentially.
Yeah. And
Top
if
two.
Bosnia batters Qatar as we expect them to be, they vault back up to a top third place
Top
team.
three, yeah. They automatically go through as third, yeah.
A third
Because
place,
they'd be
yeah.
on 4 points.
Yeah. And barring either
Actually,
Canada or
us and Bosnia would have the same points.
they,
But we
well,
probably would have a better goal difference. I don't see another
Yeah,
6-0. Let's be
yeah.
honest. Or 4-0.
If either Sweden win or not Sweden, if Switzerland or Canada wins that game, someone's gonna be at 4. But again, the goal difference, they would have to batter Qatar by, because then they have to make up their goal difference. So they'd at least need 3 goals just to get back to 0. And then you'd either need Canada to lose by 6, or you need Switzerland to lose by 3 to at least match them there. So could it get there? Possibly. They basically need 5 goals just to have a chance. But
Yeah.
wait, 3. And yeah, when's Portugal's next game?
It doesn't matter. Portugal beating Uzbekistan. Like,
Let me dream.
No, you're not going to dream long. Uzbekistan. Hey, Uzbekistan is just like a lot of other African nations or some CONCACAF nations. Like, you're just there for the vibes. Like, it's not just the vibes. It's your first time playing at this level. Like, it's your first time facing multiple good sides. And there's no place to hide. You know, in the World Cup qualifiers or in your regional qualifiers for AFCON or for the Gold Cup or whatever, like when you're qualifying for those things, you can hide. You can have 3 bad games.
Yeah.
In the World Cup, you can't even have one. One bad game could knock you out. That could be the difference between you being in the competition because of goal difference or, so it's a good thing. It's a good thing. And even though I know Uzbekistan is in Europe, so they play a lot of big nations.
No, Uzbekistan is Asia.
Oh, is it in Asia? Okay, that's why.
Yeah.
They only have to play 2 good teams. It's
and
just Japan and China.
Yeah,
Japan and South Korea, sorry, not China.
They topped their group with Qatar. That was the thing.
That group.
I remember that.
Do you have the? Let me look at the Asian.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I don't look at Asian qualifiers.
I look at it all. All right.
I don't really. I feel like for the Asian groups, it's just Japan and South Korea that I think are decent.
Yeah, and then
like,
the group.
How exactly did this Qatar team win the Asian Cup? Like, how the hell did that work?
Listen, we have so many questions that we have no answers for.
Like,
but
they got beat. I was
told envelopes were involved. Allegedly, I was told.
Okay, so Iran and Uzbekistan went through,
qualified automatically, and then what Asia does, then the 3rd and 4th place teams, they get redrawn into 2 groups, and then 2 more automatic spots go, and then UAE and Iraq play to go to the Intercontinental Playoff, which Iraq won, and then Iraq went and qualified after defeating. Who was the second? Oh, Bolivia. That's who it was. So that's how they made it through.
What is Israel? I won't go down that road. I was gonna say, what does Israel
Uh,
play in the European leagues? But
there's a
they should be in the.
very simple answer to that.
Well, I know, but we won't go down that rabbit hole. They should be here. And by the way, if I
Yeah.
was Israel, I would prefer this because then you play easier teams. Like in the European teams,
Yeah.
you're gonna struggle to get through. But hey, they chose that. And I know why they
Yep.
don't because of number 5 in Group B. But
Mm-hmm.
when you look at Uzbekistan have a good young team.
Yeah, they have a good core, right? And
Yeah,
that's my
so
thing.
they'll be good. They'll be good in like not the next World Cup, maybe the third World Cup. They'll be really good.
Yeah, right. Someone asked me earlier on, like, is Uzbekistan just making it because they expanded it? And it's a combination of yes and no, right? The expanded field definitely opened it up for them, but if you've been paying attention to like some of like what they've done, and again, youth tournaments are youth tournaments. They've been consistently there at youth tournaments or last minute. They're like I like to make the comparison as they're a Mali, but they were able to put it together for Asia. They're Asian Mali. Like at youth levels, they're showing up and at youth tournaments, FIFA tournaments, and they're getting round of 16 quarterfinals. They're showing up and doing well, but they were able to put it together in this run. So that was the comparison I made for them. So I'm not surprised Uzbekistan made it here, especially with Iran topping their group, South Korea topping their group, Japan topping their group. Usually Australia has to go through the second round, so it was good that they were able to get past them. The Saudis, Indonesia, and Dutch. Yes,
It's a
Dutch.
weak group.
It is a weak group.
Like it's just Japan, Australia, and Saudi that are. But to be honest, when you look at the other groups, I think the South Korean group was probably the easiest one because it's South Korea, Jordan, and Iraq that are good.
Mhm.
But look at Iraq; they still went through, but damn, that was tight
Yeah.
because there was only a point difference between them and Jordan, and then with Saudi Arabia they equal points. So I'm assuming they draw against each other, and then they both beat Indonesia.
Yeah.
But goal difference is the separation. I'm assuming. So
That feels like it. Yeah.
oh, but hey,
Egypt cross in and
oh,
almost sneaks through.
I was looking
almost
at shows.
sneaks
I didn't open up my
Yeah.
my other monitor.
Yeah, they went direct and they almost snuck it through to start the second half. Let's get that back up for you guys.
Egypt's at least looking well. It's only 50 seconds. We'll see how.
Yeah,
Dude, these refs have been letting things fly.
that's
And
a whole
it's been-
conversation.
It's been so interesting to me because it's
Mhm.
actually been consistent. It's not been like
Yeah,
it's I think what they're trying to avoid is the issue with remember the Neymar World Cup where the
Yeah.
memes of like him rolling
With
around
him,
became a big thing.
yes,
I think they're trying to avoid this is actually a good thing to appease the North American audience. They've actually let the game move, the game play
Mm.
move, which I like. I think this is a thing that should be more more accepted in other leagues. I think this has been good from the tournament organizers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Long
like I
may
think
this
there's
continue.
there's definitely been moments where they've let too much go. France, Senegal.
Yeah, France
Because that
Senegal
was
was
just
rough.
like
Yeah.
could you make a call? Like I wasn't even asking for a right call. Just blow. Just show me you have the whistle still, ref. Like just let me know it's still on the knuckles. But no, this has been a let them play tournament, and so you kind of have, and thankfully, unless it's an egregious injury, Ishmael Kone, or unless it's something, and even that's not been consistent.
But
they're
even
letting them
that,
play.
I didn't think that was a red card.
it was a yellow because it
It
was
was a
swept
yellow.
leg, and then
Yeah, it was a
once
yellow.
once
I
yeah.
know I know it was dangerous in the sense that he broke his leg,
Mhm,
but like that break could have been from he had a fracture before, coming the from the rigorous European season,
mhm.
and then the guy comes in, tackles, snaps his leg, but the actual tackle itself shouldn't have been considered a red card. It should have been a yellow, and that's it. But because it's a I thought that he the ref looked like he didn't call that. I'm like, geez, that's a clear penalty. No, sorry, a clear foul.
Yeah.
But
Ah,
yeah,
man, but yeah, it's certainly yeah, it took him a while to find his whistle there. I hear you there. But come on, Egypt, let's they're buzzing now. They've been a good first to use the North American sports dialogue or use that. They've been a good first and third quarter team. Like start the game and then third and then start the halves. They've been buzzing in those spaces for certain, but right now it just feels like they can't get anything on target, and that's what's costing them right now. We didn't really talk about Spain, Saudi Arabia, but um, it was a typical type of game block. But like, how do you feel seeing Spain, get that comfortable win over the Saudis, and then just look a little bit better there? That that's what more or less what we expected from them, correct?
well, you saw my boy Oyazabal actually show up.
Yep.
It was kind of crazy how against Cabo Verde he literally had no touches. He grew in the second half, but that point they were really looking at possibly benching him. But hey,
Mhm.
what you saw was the introduction of Lamine Yamal, and the
Yep.
team looks good again. So
Mhm.
it's literally that simple. My concern I have with them is Danny Olmo,
Mm.
because
How so?
Danny Olmo is a player who looks dangerous but doesn't really do much. And even at Barcelona has been very it's not inconsistent and it's not ineffective, but it's consistently just like mediocre. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like he doesn't make the right decisions all the time. He'll dribble past a couple players, but then his shot selection isn't good. Like he'll shoot straight at the keeper. He doesn't shoot,
Yeah.
at the corners or anything like that. So yeah. Oyarzabal, I genuinely thought Oyarzabal was going to be probably one of the top scorers in the tournament,
Okay.
and it's good that he scored two. Again, it's against Saudi.
Yeah.
It doesn't shock me. Like I don't think any of us are saying Saudi even have a chance, to be honest with you. So yeah, it is
No,
what it is.
again, it's good to see the movement and everything that's there finally go back into it. And so it was like, yeah, I'm glad that they look good. Oh, and a nice chance there for New Zealand. New Zealand have looked
Oof,
good,
I just
right?
had a chance. Yeah,
They're definitely like you look at how they play and you think, yeah, they should be beat by a better side, but they're doing the thing where it's like, no, they're getting the goals and they're making it difficult for the other side. They're blocking the shot.
that's one hell of a header, by the way. To
Yeah,
not see it and still try and drive it across, that's pretty good. Good from the
mhm,
goalkeepers as well to
yeah,
anticipate that. Yeah.
but yeah, let's see what they can create like on this freak set piece. Set pieces where they got their goal early, and
Yeah,
they
I'll call it early because I've got to wake
yeah,
up
it's all good, it's
fairly
all
early
good, man.
tomorrow. But
You
hey,
you got the work, but yeah,
I'll see how the
result
game
comes
goes.
in, yeah.
I'll watch it maybe like for another 10-15 minutes, and then
Mhm.
if because hey, if Egypt doesn't do anything, that should be a yellow. what the hell? The guy stopped
Yeah,
the
the
keeper
goalie
from throwing the
yeah,
ball. That's crazy.
that ref's letting a little
Yeah,
bit too much go.
yeah, minimum. Where's the ref from? Greece,
Wait,
UAE. Oh, okay.
yeah, man, with the sun peering through, that's actually wilder.
Wait, where's this?
Vancouver,
Oh wow, okay. What time is
but
it in
yeah, so like,
Vancouver? It's 10 now. What time is it?
well, it's 7
8?
there.
7? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
7 and there's still daylight.
yeah. There's daylight at 7 here.
Don't tell me about it, man. Summer's crazy.
Listen, listen, you need to open the blinds in your house, okay?
Oh, never.
Jeez,
Do you know the heat bill?
man's living like he's just
Do you pay?
like
Do
a
you pay?
vampire.
Do you know the cooling bill? AC is
Yes,
an issue, my boy. I'm not messing around. I live in the dark,
I hear
dude.
you.
I have my blinds up, and you still see the light.
Yeah, but hey, this has been a good summer for AC. Like so far, you haven't had
You
to
know
use it.
what? To be honest, you're right. It's actually been all the stuff we're talking about, heat and everything. This
Yeah,
has been a very, very cool summer.
but
To
yeah,
be
the
fair, it
only
hasn't kicked in yet. We're
yeah,
still not in July, like when it's gonna get really, really hot.
true.
So,
Oh,
oh my
oh,
God, dude, you don't. Why did you like? People really send it, man. Like no composure. Dude.
just it was right. Like,
I'm gonna be honest.
oh,
I haven't seen people like these cross-field balls that people are making, and it's like
yeah,
bang on. It's so rare to see that. But in this World Cup, every team I see does cross-field balls like it's the easiest thing ever. I like that I
yeah.
was signing off, and now I'm looking at this game. I'm like, oh yeah, he decided to wake up.
Egypt have to draw this, man. They got to draw this. Like,
I don't think they should draw this. I think they should go for the win. There's still
I
30 minutes
agree,
in 36
but
minutes in the
let's
game.
start with the draw first. Get to 1-1 first before you talk about 2-1.
Okay, come on, just you. Oh my dude, stop! You. This is the thing you learn, man. You don't wait for the ball to bounce. That was a great defensive read.
Yeah,
Great from the 16.
just yeah.
Oh, yo, that Kiwi guy is rapid.
Hmm.
Yeah, you see, like these guys don't, bro. Salah, old Salah gets that ball easy.
Yeah,
Old Salah would have dusted that guy. He's so slow now.
yeah. I feel like you'll sign off officially when it's 1-1. But
Nah, I'm signing off now because
all right,
I,
man.
as
No,
you know,
thanks for stopping by.
I usually go for a walk first and then go to
No,
sleep.
for sure.
Beauties of living in our area. You can actually walk at night and no panic.
Yeah, and it's beautifully cool.
and it's nice and
Yeah,
cool because
it's
dude,
nice.
you go in this. I cut my grass in the sun yesterday, bro. I was burning.
Dude, the Uruguay Cape Verde game, that game it was in Miami today. I'm like, yeah, that's a hydration break game. Okay,
Well,
I saw people
how was
cramping,
it?
and it was what was the temperature? Because right now the temperature is 28. Right now it's 28, and at about yeah, so they were high. They were in the 30s for this game with humidity. Let me go give it the right. Actually, let me give you the actual numbers here. Miami temperature for Uruguay Cape Verde. 60% chance of thunderstorm, which meant humidity, and then temperatures were okay. But give me the number. Don't give me everything else. Just give me the number.
Okay, we just assume it was in the 30s. It was hot.
Yeah. It was
'Cause, yeah,
in
I
the
did
30s,
I
no
saw
wind, and
I saw
yes,
a lot of Cabo Verde players literally just walk off. They
yeah,
they they those are just cramps. They couldn't continue.
yeah. Because they had something that we had 35 degrees with plus humidity, so not
Damn,
including humidity. Yeah,
that's hot.
yeah.
Was the stadium like one of those? Oi! Oh yes, yes! Come on,
Zico,
brother. Zico had multiple chances here, so
he
at
should
least
have banged at least
yeah, he
two
should
by
have
this
banked two
point.
by now. But hey, here we
There
go.
we
Come back,
go.
come back. Yo, look at the stadium. It's all
Yeah,
Egyptians.
it's all Egyptians, and there's a section of
Is it? Is
what's
it?
it called?
I didn't realize there are so many Egyptians in Vancouver. Let's move over there.
Oh, there's a lot. Yeah. And now we're in our two by four. Everyone's at two, but oh, come on, Egypt! You've been knocking on this door. Kick
You
the
know what's
door
funny?
down.
You said I wouldn't leave until it's 1-1. It's 1-1 now.
Yeah. So sir, it's been
Egypt heard
great.
you. Egypt heard you. Egypt were like, yeah, lock
Egypt
in.
be like, Nelson needs
That's
to
about
rest.
to leave. That's about to leave.
Yes.
We need to score at least before it goes.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, he's been knocking. He should at least have two by now. But 1-1 is the score. Egypt are looking okay. Now sweep the leg. Go get two.
Well, here's the thing. It's not like Egypt have looked really good, which they technically have, but it's the New Zealand allowed them to get back into the game.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like they were attacking. New Zealand were the better team the first half, and then they just sat deeper and deeper and deeper, allowing these guys to like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, Salah, bro. Yo. This New Zealand guy's rapid.
Yeah.
This guy's good. Who is he? Number
I'm
20.
assuming it's 20.
Who's 20?
20 is McCowett.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like not
He's
dribbling wise, but like his directness. Like even when he gets a ball, he's just trying to spread the play. But more okay.
But he plays in the 20 plays in the Danish league. So
for which team?
Silkenborg.
Oh, I've never heard of them.
Yeah.
I was hoping it was one of the ones that make it to the Champions League and stuff.
Champions League.
Yeah.
They were not.
No. Because in the Danish league, no, I only know it's a Norwegian league that I know a lot of teams from, like Molde and stuff like that. But I'm not that aware of the Danish league. Swedish league, obviously, because of the team that impressed in the Champions League.
Brom.
No, Bromby. I think that one's Danish, or is it Norwegian?
They're Norwegian.
Yeah, how did I forget them? They beat Man City, I'm pretty sure. Anyway. This is what happens when you forget. What?
Retaking it?
Are they retaking it, or is it a foul?
I think they're retaking it.
No, but he pointed. Wait, let's see.
Oh,
wait. Chris Wood. No. Someone tripped the guy. Oh, he held his leg. He held his leg.
Yeah.
What the hell are we doing?
What is happening?
Yeah, you can't hold someone's leg. Yo, that's crazy. That's actually bad refereeing.
That should have been VAR.
That should actually have been a penalty.
Yeah.
Unless they're arguing that he pushed the guy down first. That's a foul. And then
that creates
the follow-up was the creation of him holding. So, but then if that's the case, then you give New Zealand the ball because it was a foul on the Egyptian player,
Yeah,
or sorry, a foul on the New Zealand player
New
to
Zealand
begin with.
player. Mhm.
Good game though. At least it's waking up.
Yeah, most definitely.
At least
So
tomorrow I
yeah,
get to watch. I get to watch a good game.
yeah,
Today's games weren't. I'm gonna be honest. They weren't really that interesting. Like there wasn't any. There's not a lot of spice. Like Belgium, Iran. If Iran won the game, at least you could say, "Woo,
yeah,
that's some spice in there." Them
mhm,
drawing, even though it's good technically.
yeah.
Yes, I know there's a red card, but
But
I don't know.
Belgium were just couldn't finish,
Yeah, they
really.
just couldn't finish.
Yeah. The Cape Verde Uruguay was just more so just who can make the most in these chaotic moments. And
Correct.
yeah,
There was crazy defending from Uruguay. They were really aggressive on the attack,
mhm,
um, but even then, like sometimes a lack of quality was also a big part of the
yes.
yo. Can okay, Zico, even though he scored, Zico has been a liability in progression. Do you know what I mean?
Agreed,
Like,
agreed, agreed.
what the
Yes.
hell are the Egyptians doing? This is oh great. Okay, now it's on Mamouche. Good ball. Take it first time. Oh, dude,
I
Zico,
am
what are
now
you doing?
invested in this game. I am now invested.
Like, I'm look at Zico, bro. Yo, so bench
Yes.
this guy. Bench this guy. He
I
doesn't
know
want
he
to progress the
scored, but like
ball.
what are you doing? What was that too? Like you come on, guys. As Nelson is dropped off, guys. The game is hot. As we got some subs coming in here. All right. Ben Old coming in for Callum McCallett. And so, mm, but man, there's so many talking points to this. Just choices in the attacking third. You just had to, I don't know where you're putting that ball, but it's still 1-1. It's 1-1 now. The game is hot. They can't just get the shots. Good last ditch tackles by New Zealand. Go, we're living it up. We are living it up. Yeah, this is really starting to turn into an open up and down type of a game. And Egypt is fine with this game. Don't get me wrong, New Zealand can thrive in this type of game. They'd rather defend, but it's still there. 1-1 is a score. Let's see if it feels like Egypt are ready to kick this door open and get to the top of this group, but they got to do it. They've got to do it first. We'll see what we can do here. Oof, into space. Oh, Egypt! Egypt! Mo Salah! Mo Salah! Ooh. Oh, it's a game. They're kicking the door in. They're kicking the door in. Egypt have been knocking. They have been knocking. They have been knocking. And they get it. Mo Salah. He gets his World Cup moment. Egypt now topping the group. What a transition. Unbelievable. Hey, big time players. Just Mo Salah. Mo Salah. Oh, you love to see it. Egypt have been knocking. They have been knocking. Oh, let's see what happens here. Can New Zealand respond? It is 2-1. Oh, this Vancouver's getting treated with these games. Gotta get an Egyptian kit now. Shoot. Can the fans of the Pharaoh fan this flame anymore? Mo Salah in transition gets it done. Gets the game now. Let's see. Let's see. Just what a game this has been. Egypt have been knocking on the door, and just to give you that live, just give you that live look of what it is. With Egypt getting their 2 second half goals, Egypt now standing at the top of the group with 4 points, and New Zealand now dropped now down. It is we have turned this match on its head. Egypt look like they could find another. They feel like they could find another. Will they find another? It's 2-1. The Pharaohs have reached the throne in this game. Now, can they reign it out? We will see. 2-1 Egypt, Mo Salah in the 67th. Let's see what comes from this. Can they get a third? They are buzzing around. They are making New Zealand defend. New Zealand again in a 1-1 game, they're fine, but they've let this game just die down. Oh, Egypt. Egypt have to be thinking goal difference here. They have to be thinking goal difference here because though you do pick them to beat Iran, if Iran are able to beat them, it changes the dynamic of this. If this result stands, oh, direct ball through, but just too much pace on it. Too much pace on it. And here comes they want their third. About to have all these Egyptians in Vancouver. Oh, are they looking? Salah had a run. Could they do something with it? Just looking even at the possession numbers, this game has flipped. It's flipped on its head. Chipped over, but tries to find Salah, but can't do it. Oh, ball put this way. The Pharaohs are buzzing. The Pharaohs are buzzing, putting pressure. They're playing to the physicality. Tries to chip through. Marmoush tries to, but can't get the call. And now New Zealand are building. Now New Zealand play the ball out wide. Now they're looking for a transition. McCowett. Singh tries to clear it, but can't get it past. Nearly stolen back to Egypt. Ibrahim puts it up, chip back into the middle. It's out. And we have a throw coming in. This game is hot. The game is hot. We are in a hydration break, and let me tell you, it comes at a better time. It couldn't have come at a better time for New Zealand. They have been on the ropes. They've been on the ropes, but now Egypt. up 2-1 changes the dynamic of the game. Again, reminder where the group stand. If this stands currently, instead of New Zealand being up, now we have Egypt up top, and New Zealand drops to 1 point, which means they'd have to beat Belgium for any chance to get through. They would have to beat Belgium for any chance to get through. And a win certainly puts them into the third place conversation, depending on what happens with Egypt and Iran. There is certainly that. And then when you factor in that group and where that could go, Group G, just to give you guys that view here, good old Wikipedia, Group G would be in the same cluster of the United States currently. So Group G in the same cluster of the United States would mean that they would play the third place team from Group A, E, H, or J. And if they win that game, most likely the winner of that group would be playing the United States. And that means it's a collision course with the US. So whether that's Egypt, whether that's Iran, whether that's possibly Belgium, whether that's New Zealand, they have that route coming for them as it sits here, as we wait for them to return from the hydration break. But 2-1 Egypt in this first 20 of the second half have turned this match. They have turned this match on its head, taking the lead. And we're going to get this back here. Get you the AI score, get some movements here. We got a throw coming for Egypt, but what a switch. They have turned this match on its head. They haven't taken off Mo Salah, which I am intrigued to see when that happens. But it is still, again, 2-1 the score. Salah in the 67th. Now we have the subs coming in. Oh, this game has turned on its head, and I am here for it. All right, so it looks like we have Trezeguet coming in for Egypt. At some point, we got two teams. So Singh coming off for New Zealand, and then Singh and Nkachage coming out, and then Thomas and Randall coming out. And then for Egypt, Marmoush dropping out for Trezeguet. And then also Mustafa Ziko, the goal scorer who tied it up. He's coming off for Hamza Abdelkaram. And if I said that name wrong, I do apologize. But the game is hot. Egypt. Abdel Karim is the name. 2-1, final 22 coming in. The final 22 coming in. Elijah just has been quiet. Can he be a hero for the Kiwis here? We'll have to wait and see. But a ball. Yes. So here we go. Last little bit coming in. Egypt turned this game around in the second half. Can they finish the job here? If they do, they have potentially just such an interesting game coming up for them. Let's see what they can do here. And now they call a foul of all things. They call a foul there of all things. Stream got delayed, so I'm about a minute off for you guys. So if you're seeing stuff happening, I'm talking about stuff that just happened. I do apologize, but what a second half. All right, here we go. New Zealand moving the ball out wide. Back into the middle. Tries to find a center. Trying to find a CDM to progress the ball. Egypt definitely looking like the hungrier team in the second half. But now using with a little bit of possession just to take a little bit of the air out of this game, but then also probing to see what they can do. Elijah just with the ball, playing it back out. But now you see them moving it a little bit deeper. Some slow progression coming in for New Zealand. Can they do something with this? Is the question. Foul given up. And Trezeguet gives up the foul. Let's see what comes of this with New Zealand trying to push through. Direct free kick coming in, headed and away, and it's a free kick coming up for Egypt. If you're going to give Chris Hood, gives the foul. A little bit ahead on Trezeguet. No, not Trezeguet. But yeah, into the 80th minute, headed to the 81st minute. Can Egypt create something? I don't know. The refs at this World Cup have left a lot uncalled. Refs in all the games have lost it. To me, they're letting them play and only calling as much that. No, I know which one you're talking about. The refs just are just letting things go. I think it's a combination of there's already going to be a stoppage. There's already going to be a so let's get to the stoppage as quickly as possible because we don't want it to be a little bit too nice cross, but no one to it. Oh, easily dealt with. Egypt are buzzing. They want this third goal. They want this third goal. They try to go deep. New Zealand does, but Egypt brings it right back with a direct long ball coming in. Not dealt with, but back in the middle. Now back out wide. Ashur with it, looking, waits for the overlap, gets it back, looking, puts it out wide. Mo Salah on the edge. They lay it off. Salah with it. It goes wide. Deflection. It should be a corner, and it goes for a corner. Everything is running through. Everything's coming up Salah right now. Salah is Egypt. Egypt have turned it around. 3 in the second half. Egypt. Pharaohs. Pharaohs. Oh, what a turnaround in this half. What a turnaround in this half. Salah on a kick. Headed in. Near post. Trezeguet. Trezeguet. Can you believe it? Egypt have turned this game around. This should do it. And with that being the case, they have a +2 goal difference. And now that gives them some space. The Egyptians are the Egyptians. They should do it. Yeah. 3-1. What a turn around. Egypt. Yeah, anything they had, but even before that, they were building. Egypt were pushing. They were coming in. This is a game that New Zealand sh- fell back too early, and now Egypt are in the driver's seat in this group. A win versus Iran, even a loss, they should be guaranteed to move on because they have the win here. Minus a large goal disaster. Egypt are going on, which means minus about only Belgium or Iran winning can top that group, which would mean that's the pathway where the US is. 3-1. What a turnaround. What a turnaround by the Pharaohs in this half. Kareem tries to get over the top, but they call the foul. Now we have some substitution coming in. What a second half. Abdul Kareem tried to go over the top, but they call him on the foul up the back. You can hear the Pharaoh fans, the Egyptian fans in Vancouver. They are on their feet. They're appreciating this. You have Zizo coming on, and then Hassan as Mo Salah leaves the pitch. That is the movement. Mohamed Salah comes off to a rousing, to a rousing the second. I don't think you understand just how dominant Egypt have been. Ashur comes off for Zizo. And then you have, Hossam Abdul Majid coming in as well. And Tim Payne coming out for Tyler Bindun coming in. Again, I'm going to show you guys this attacking momentum here. But this second half has been pretty much Egypt with a couple spurts for New Zealand. They have just pushed and kept knocking at the door, and eventually they kicked the door open. Oh my, Egypt are now in the driver's seat of this group. Again, they can still finish in second with a loss to either. They can finish in third, to be honest, if both Iran and Belgium win their games on the final match day. But they have done enough to put themselves into the third place conversation at the very least. 87th minute, sorry. And just the Pharaohs better second half. They poured it on. One more goal could do it for them, but they're all but through. They're all but through because even if they lose their game and then Iran and Belgium pass them, who both have two, they should be moving on. They should move on. New Zealand trying to get something out of this, maybe getting another goal for goal difference that'll help them. But they're reaching a point again, like we said it before. This is going to end up being. Hey, they're on the rock. Don't you dare. They're on the rock. There's only one team most African nations are not rooting for this World Cup. On the feet. Tries to lay it off, but they can't get to it. Cross back in. Can they create something? We watch domestic policy very well, okay, Steph? We watch domestic policy very closely. Three-one. What a turnaround. What a turnaround for the Pharaohs. And again, like we said, listen, I thought about this point. Isn't the fix in the refs is from UAE like a stone's throw away? Hey, the Arab Cup is always a fun time. I think I thought about that, but then the refs overall have been letting. I wonder what you guys think about this theory, Steph, and anyone else who's here. I wonder what you think about the theory where it's. I think the refs are letting more go because there's a hydration break, and they don't. And FIFA doesn't want the game to be stop and go and then stop. So they're letting them play a little bit more because there's a 3 minute hydration break, regardless. Headed away. Here comes Egypt, puts the ball, tries to send it. A good cross. Oh, but not deep enough. Tries to get to Trezeguet, but Trezeguet doesn't have the legs. New Zealand back in possession. As we wind down to the final minutes of this matchup, we'll see what we have for additional time here from the refs, but it's 3-1 Trezeguet. Mo Salah and Zico get the goals to take Egypt from sitting in last to top of the group and controlling their own destiny. They should minus a collapse and minus other teams make you think they are all but guaranteed moving through. At worst, third place. At worst, third place, they're moving through. Let's see what we have for additional time coming through. We got Randall building the ball for New Zealand. Let's see if he can create something in the space, but Egypt dispossess. Mohamed Lashin doing his thing. A few more minutes left here. 7 minutes of additional time. Injury time brought in. So the injuries plus the hydration break. So 7 minutes. That's not a lot of time, but it's enough time to get something. Trezeguet moving the ball to the middle. Let's see what happens. Oh, just no support. Just they don't have support on the buildup. New Zealand hoping at least to close the goal difference. If anything, the games are more even without all the ticky tack fouls. Hey, a foul's a foul. Don't get me wrong, but it's certainly something to keep an eye on. Most definitely. A minute through what a good turnaround for Egypt in the second half, and now they control their destiny. And I'll show it to you again in a minute. But the winner of Group G, it looks like they're setting that up to be USA versus the winner of Group G in Seattle on July the 6th. Now, if you are runner up in Group G, you get the winner of Group J. And Group J. Oh, Group J gets very interesting. Because Group J is the group with Argentina, Austria, Jordan, and Algeria. The runner up probably plays Argentina. A great punch away by the Egyptian keeper. And then when you get to the third place being from a Group G, third place finish from G. Yep. Contact with the goalie goes down. Got a little bit of time. So Group G is either third place Group G can either play the winner of Group I, which means they're in the Germany bracket, or they could play the runner, or no, not runner up, or the winner of Group B, which could be Canada or Switzerland. So that is definitely a possibility for teams to come through, and it's something we'll keep an eye on as it comes. But 4 or so minutes left. You see the sea of red, a little sprinkles of white throughout the BC place seating pavilion. Zizou tries to get through. Zizou tries to. How do you miss that? Zizou should have made it 4. Zizou had the opportunity to make it 4, and he just wasn't able to put it. They're just catching them. Too many bodies up. That should have been 4. That should have been 4. And now you got New Zealand breaking. Yeah, very nice, clever. That should have been 4 for Egypt. Hey, anything he can do, they can do better. That's what I say. Pulling up an Adingra already. Listen, look at like you should have. All right, Abdel. All right, he is injured in the 94th. Oh, almost gets to it. Almost gets to it. So last little bit. Probably have a few more minutes to come through here. I mean, he got hit with the ball in his face, so he's definitely gonna ham this up here. But 3-1 is the score. We will see what happens. Remember, with the new rules, he does need to leave the pitch. How do you? It's a great recovery, but he should have put it onto frame immediately. That should have been 4. I'm seeing the replay again. That should have been 4. Looks like he just got either he got double hit in the head, but Egypt, Egypt turned it around the second half. 3 goals. Still dealing with the injured player. We're waiting for something. We're definitely going to get up to about 8-9 minutes in this game just because of the injury time. True. Still waiting for what can come. So let's go through some other things that you'd need to know. For instance, the game's coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow's matchups get juicy. Tomorrow's matchups get very juicy. You have Argentina, Austria at 1. You then have why do I feel like I'm missing a game? You then have France, Iraq at 5. At 8, you have Norway, Senegal. And then at 11, that's Eastern Standard Time here in North America, you have Jordan and Algeria. It's a 4-day match breakdown, but it's a very spaced. It's a very spaced out day. 1 to 5, 5 to 8, 8 to 11. It's a time frame that breaks it down for the games tomorrow. So again, Austria, Argentina is the first matchup of the day. Then you have France, Iraq. I think the game of the day is definitely Norway, Senegal. Senegal need a result here. And then Jordan, Algeria. definitely becomes a thing there. Let's see what they can do here. Coming to the 98th minute here. With still Egypt up 3-1. Yes, the finest Arab Cup, sir. The finest Arab Cup. De Vries, a long throw. Oh. Oh, deflected almost in. Oh. New Zealand almost got one back. But now you got Egypt in the transition. Try to play it out wide. They do. Zizo with the ball. Looking for who tries to play it through and just broken up well enough. In that trend, you see them coming. Senegal 2026 Senegal turned to 2014 Ghana, built off of the expectations. By their definition, they aren't the same confederation. That's why they did it or got away with it. Okay, so they're calling it a concussion. So an extra substitute coming in for Egypt. Egypt tries to pull into space. Zizou tries to get there, but cannot. As we're probably going to get up to a couple more minutes just because of the time that came off with the concussion headache injury. Sorry, but 3-1 feels like the score. I am saying I'm not disagreeing with you. I think it started earlier from there because the Salah goal started way earlier. Like there was pressure before that. I think it definitely killed the game for New Zealand because then they were just on their heels for sure. But I think they were on the back foot beforehand. They were fully on their heels after that goal for me, but they were on the back foot before that. That's what I would say. And that is match. That is match. Egypt turns it around in the second half. 3 goals in the second half from Zico, Mustafa Zico, Mo Salah, and Mahmoud Trezeguet in the 59th, 67th, and 82nd minute, respectfully. Possession plays and feels about the same, but let me tell you for sure. And the attacking momentum is the thing that I was saying. That's where Sanson, that's why I'm saying I think it killed it, but it was already there. Right. Second half, it was all Egypt. All right. You have that blip here come the 50th or 50 to 55th, 50, 52 minutes, and it's just all Egypt. Then you get the first goal. There's a little bit of a blip, and then Salah scores again, and then it's just Egyptian dominance coming through. And that's why I think, though it may have killed it, I think it was already dying. To use the analogies there. Yeah, the winningest team, and as Nelson said it the other day, right? They're Man United, right? Dominate the league, but they have been terrible in Europe. This is them. And so Egypt gets it done. 528 to 420 passes. Funny. And just a second half that they really turned around. It was 19 shots to 11 to 12, sorry. 7 on target to 5. No woodwork, many off target. 12 shots inside the box, 7 outside, and 7 to 5, respectfully. Lineup wise, I mean, they're giving Mo Salah because he had the goal and the assist. They're giving him the player of the match. He wasn't terrible, but you can see the heat map very much involved in the attacking half, moving well. I know Ashur doesn't get as much space and didn't have as good of a game. His shooting was poor in this game, but dribbles, movement, passing, all of that mattered. And I think he's going to be the key. He was one of the bright spots for Egypt before they found the gear to get it going for me. So I got to give Eman Ashur some love in that. And then you have Muhammad Hani. Zico was also buzzing, but man, he should have scored at least 3 goals in this game. He wasn't able to. The fact that Canada won a World Cup game before Egypt is wild. Yeah. Look at how Egypt has tried or failed to make the World Cup. It's a tough life they live in Africa. Right? Whenever CAF changes its World Cup qualifying, Egypt suffers. This is just fact. It's always just fact. And it's always when they switch it to the home and away leg for the final 10 or 12 teams, or however it is. Because when they did the first time, that was 2014. And that's Mo Salah, like when he's emerging. And that's when Ghana rips them 6-1, and then they win 7-2 overall. And then the next year they do group. And then Ghana's in Egypt's group, and then Egypt qualifies in 2018. Then in 2022, they go final 10 home and away. Egypt plays Senegal after playing Senegal at the AFCON final, and they lose in penalties, like they lost at the AFCON final in penalties, and Egypt doesn't make it. And then in this round, in 2026 qualifying, it's a group stage, and they make it in. Whenever CAF changes its World Cup qualifying stance, the Pharaohs suffer. They always do. But as we had said, because of how this group sets itself up, now that group becomes very, very interesting because everyone is still alive in that group. That's the important thing. Everyone is still alive in that group. And because of that, Group G it is. As you can see, Egypt now top the group with 4 points. Iran and Belgium are at 2, and New Zealand are at 1. Egypt guarantee themselves at the worst a third place spot because Iran plays Egypt and Belgium plays New Zealand. If Iran and Belgium both win their games, they would pass Egypt because they'd be on 5 points. And depending on what the score would that be, Egypt would be in third place with 4 points if both sides win. Now, both games will be happening at the same time. If Egypt wins that, they are first. And again, important thing, Group G are on the Group A pathway. And what that means is, right, United States will play a third place team from Group B, F, I, or J, and then they'll play the winner of that game with the US and the third place winner will play the winner of Group G, which is Egypt's team currently, and then a third place team from Group A, E, H, I, or J. So as it stands, Egypt are sitting in the group winner spot, which means you can get United States versus Egypt, which could be a very interesting matchup just in terms of the names. A lot of people were projecting Group G to be Belgium, which could still be the case. I thought you were just going to say, prepare the laser pointers. It's what we do. It's what we do. But because of that pathway, that's what sets up as a potential aspect of the game. So Group G is still up for grabs because Iran can still top the group, so can Belgium. New Zealand aren't eliminated fully, but again, because they play Belgium, Belgium versus New Zealand is win or go home. There has to be a winner. A draw doesn't do anything for you. A draw could eliminate both sides. And so that's where it gets very, very intriguing. Group G, final day, decision day gets very fun because it's win or go home for every side. The only side that doesn't have that is Egypt. Egypt doesn't have to win. But Iran, Belgium, and New Zealand have to win or they're going home in their final matchup. And again, Egypt plays Iran and Belgium plays New Zealand. And for Group G, I'm going to scroll down and find when the final match days are. Match day 2s are here. For Group G, because for match day final groups to show that, for A, B, and C is on June 24th. EFG is on the 25th. I'm sorry, DEF. And then GHI or IHG as they'll go. They're going to go 3, 8, then 11 on the 26th. So that's Friday. So Friday for them, that's when we'll know. And then LKJ is on Saturday. And that's where they get very intriguing. So it is. This has been a good Iran side. You could argue they could have won if both teams couldn't finish in the Iran-Belgium matchup. We talked about that earlier. If they were able to finish, I think that clears it up. And it could have been even more chaotic if this game, let's say there's a 1-1 draw, then you'd have everyone basically playing and winning you're in because everyone would be at 2. I thought we could possibly get a 2x4 group where you have 4 groups with 2 points or 4x3 effectively. But this is what it stands for, those games. So Egypt are in the driver's seat. They control their destiny the most. They have the least to lose if they lose. It just drop from first to third. And that could be very interesting either way. But then the other teams are still alive in that. And again, to remind you of what's coming tomorrow, you have Austria. Argentina at 1. It's a spaced out day tomorrow, so keep that in mind. And then at 5, these are all Eastern Standard Times here. So convert that depending on where you're watching at. Austria, Argentina at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in North America. And then France, Iraq at 5. 8 is Norway, Senegal. And then 11 is Jordan, Algeria. Which is odd because Tuesday's games are 1, 4, 7, and then 10. But tomorrow's games are 1, 5, 8, and 11. So those are the games that are coming up. So keep that posted. We are going to be coming back an hour earlier. We'll probably come back even earlier than that hour. No, they won't. This is West African things. This is what we do. We wait, and then we give our disgruntled people the best time to protest. And it's all our fault because we don't do the right thing from the beginning. And they'll say, do it for the love of the game. Like, yeah, we do it for the love to be paid. But that ended here. New Zealand had a chance early, but second half by the Egyptians. Zico, Trezeguet, and Mo Salah put it away. 3-1 for New Zealand, losing to Egypt. Egypt winning 3-1 over New Zealand. The Pharaohs reign over the Kiwis, which sets up a very fascinating final match day coming up. Guys, we had a good time tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll set the live up here. You'll see that come through, and we're going to be live for that Norway Senegal matchup because that has so much riding on it. Guys, thank you again. If you like the content, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel. We do primarily Canadian and African content. And so we're very much looking forward to have you come through and support us. But again, thank you so much. Until next time,